Welcome to the Millennium Centre.
I'm Jon Pountney.
Really nice to meet you.
Hi, Jon Pountney.
Thanks for coming.
You were one of the first people I met at WNO.
Really?
Yeah.
When was that?
When you took our photographs before we'd even started.
Adele has known me for 26 years.
Yeah. I think I kind of lost track of you for a little bit, but then by the time I found you again, you were a photographer. You're a really renowned photographer.
Well, I was a photographer. Well, I like to call myself an artist. I paint. I do all sorts of other stuff as well.
Is this the biggest piece of artwork you've ever done?
I slightly misestimated.
The scale of opera?
Well, the scale of opera, the scale of a year's worth of photos, the scale of this, where we are.
A year ago, you came to us out of
Yes.
and you said that you wanted to come and document our first season as general directors.
Well, I just thought, because we'd done those portraits, and I think I'd come in and seen bits of the building that I'd never seen. There's lots going on here, and I don't think anyone, and I mean anyone, appreciates everything that WNO does.
Yeah.
Costumes, wigs, sets, everything really. And so that kind of blew me away. And I was like, there's a story here that no one in Wales knows, that it's being done on behalf of the people of Wales. But no one really knows, so you've got to be like, hey guys, this is happening, you need to know about this.
One of your first days was with the orchestra.
Yes.
And I feel like a few times in this last year, the things that have moved you the most has been the music.
I've been to see all types of music in different environments, but to be kind of within the orchestra, the technical kind of incredible genius of the people is mad. And then with Tosca, I was doing stuff at the side of the stage, there's 3 or 4 big bells, and I was like, oh, these must be props, because they're like the size of a penguin, a large penguin. And I was like, what's this about? And then a guy starts whacking them with a big mallet, and I was like, these are actual bells for Tosca. The sound is immense.
Most people won't know how you made these and where the frames came from, and I think it's really interesting, all the bits that you found to bring together the exhibition.
I've had this obsession with torn billboards for a long time, and I was thinking in terms of, 60s Italian cinema, and how you've always got those walls with like torn opera posters on. Then I talked to Bob, who is the man who does everything. I just needed some boards to work on, so we had a look in the prop store, would you call it? And the set store, and basically we pulled out a load of stuff which is real theatre stuff. I just wanted it to look like maybe everyone's just about to go on tour. And
you called the exhibition 80 Years in the Life.
Yes.
How did that come about?
Well, I was thinking about the Beatles, and it was a day in the life, and then I was just thinking, is there a play on words there? So I was just thinking 80 years in the life of the opera company.
The people just came together to form this opera company, and I think that spirit is still right through the centre of the company.
Yes.
There's something about all of this in the, not just looking back, but the kind of catalyst for the new beginning and the kind of piecing together of a new sort of opera company.
And that's the important thing about celebrating this work now. Younger people, next generation, saying that you don't have to just be a singer, you can be a crew member, or you can work in our props department, or you can play cello, it's a raft of extraordinary jobs.
So many layers, literally, of people that come together to make this extraordinary stuff. Have you got a favourite, either picture or face that you photographed?
Yes, sir, I have.
Have you?
It's your faces.
No.
And let's go and have a look now.
Not us.
As we go through the keyhole.
Much more exciting than us.
Well, I was trying to do something slightly different from the rest of the narrative. This is the full stop before you carry on, that it's like 80, and it's you two picking up the kind of...
The mantle.
Yeah, the instruments, the building, the weight of expectation, but it's also about joy. So obviously we've got the famous roof of the WMC in, we've got the inside of the space as well. Freshness and new rather than stuffy and old and cobwebby. And
there is so much joy in this. I don't know how you captured it.
People hate having their pictures taken because they're often kind of made to feel a bit stiff and uncomfortable. But if you make something fun, I think people are like, oh, this is a different experience. I enjoyed the experience, therefore I enjoy the pictures. There's an awful lot to look at. My key image is the image of the chairs at the start. Shall we have a look at the chairs? I just like the way they were arranged, and I really like the colour. And obviously, when we did our first shoot, you were sat on some of these green chairs. Everything starts with a rehearsal space. So rather than the kind of rehearsal space pictures I talked about, which looked a bit static, have something which is kind of the pregnant moment just before the door opens and everyone comes in and it's all, you know, everything starts.
About it, it's got that expectation.
Yeah.
At the very, very start.
Yeah, it's a blank canvas.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love, and all the chairs represent a person, right? So these chairs are not here because for no reason. So they're about to sit in these, they're about to be occupied, they're about to become a kitchen for a rehearsal, they're about to become a bedroom, they're about to become the
boat.
Parliament, they're about to be a boat, exactly.
A charabanc kind of bus thing.
I also love the portraits that you took of our course and orchestra.
One of my original jobs, rather than just kind of following stuff, was to take new shots of the chorus and the orchestra. And I didn't realise how many people that would be. But I think it shows a space that people don't see. And it's a huge space full of all this mad archive of stuff. How many photographers or artists can say, oh, I've arranged an orchestra? It's just wild, really, isn't it?
I think these two are two of my absolute favourite portraits of two of our staff from CTS. And they build sets for companies all over the world.
And I think this guy does a lot of the welding, or he cuts the metal. Everyone's got a place in the process.
The first time we saw that picture is the first time I think you'd started taking the multiple exposure picture.
Oh, okay.
And I think it's so beautiful. I mean, Rowan looks so reflective. She looks fantastic. The way that you've captured her tattoos and her hair is really brilliant. But there's something about the reflectiveness of it and the quietness of the picture.
Yeah.
Just magical. Did you think that you would fall in love with opera when you first came here?
No, I just really like being here, and it's interesting because I'm really used to working on my own.
Whenever we have artists in the building, it's brilliant, but it's been fantastic to have a different art form and a different kind of eye from...
Yeah.
Thanks, Jon, for coming in. It's been lovely to talk to you.
I've played this quite straight and it's quite weird, isn't it? Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thanks for coming. Thank you.
Yeah.
So now we cut to a railway museum in Blackburn where some local people have been getting involved with sandwich making.
Great.
There we are.